अस्सलाम वालेकुम। IT 602 फाइनल टर्म प्रिपरेशन। स्टूडेंट, ये वीडियो टॉपर की फ़ाइल है और इसको मैंने इसलिए चूज़ की है प्रिपरेशन करवाने के लिए क्योंकि बाद दफ़ा ऐसा होता है कि मोर देन 80% पेपर रिपीट हो जाता है इनकी फ़ाइल से, और कभी कभी नहीं भी होता। और सेकेंडली, मैंने इन सब MCQs की रीज़न भी फाइंड आउट कर लिए, वो भी आपसे शेयर करूँगी ताकि आपको एज ए बैकग्राउंड याद रहे। सो लेट्स स्टार्ट। फर्स्ट MCQ इज़ RFI स्टैंड्स फॉर। इसका राइट ऑप्शन है रिक्वेस्ट फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन। लेकिन RFI बेसिकली होता क्या है? RFI is a standard business process to collect the information from the suppliers. It is used before the REPs to understand options and capabilities. It helps an organization make the informed decision. Next one is Dash delivers a full application used by the business users with a minimal configuration. Options are platform as a service, मैनेजमेंट एज अ सर्विस, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर एज अ सर्विसेज। राइट ऑप्शन है सॉफ्टवेयर एज अ सर्विस, जिसको हम SaaS बोलते हैं। कंप्लीट सॉफ्टवेयर एप्लीकेशंस ओवर द इंटरनेट लाइक द ऑफिस 365 और Salesforce. Users don't manage the infrastructure, just use the app. REP stands for request for proposal. REP is used to invite the vendors to submit the proposals for the project. It is more detailed than the RFI and it includes the technical and financial aspects. A dash is a third-party data centers with a rentable racks and bandwidth. Right option is colocation. Colocation facilitates allows the companies to rent space for the servers and networks equipments. They offer the power, cooling, and security. Dash activities start when the application and database are installed. Right option is migration test. Migration testing verifies the system functions after moving to the new environment. It starts after the setup and ensures the data integrity are maintained. Dash is a model enabling on-demand access to the shared computing resources. Right option is cloud computing. Cloud computing allows the easy access to computing power, storage, and applications through internet. It is a scalable and cost effective. Dash leads to the project closure after the infrastructure delivery. The right option is acceptance test. Acceptance test ensures that the final product meets user requirements. Once passed, the project is considered complete and ready for production. Dash is used when the memory is low and the memory is moved to the disk. Right option is swapping. Swapping moves the entire process to the disk when the memory is full. This frees up the space for active process to run efficiently. Dash allows the processors to perform the instructions in multiple steps. Right option is pipelining. Pipelining splits the instructions execution into the stages, increasing the CPU efficiency. Each stage processes are different instructions simultaneously. Dash is an error detection and a correction technology. The right option is log stepping. Log stepping runs the multiple CPUs in synchronous and compares the outputs to detect correct errors. It is used in the critical systems like the servers. Operating systems provides a dash between the hardware and apps. Right option is abstract layer. Abstract layer hides the hardware complexity from the software. It allows applications to run without knowing the unknowing hardware details. Basic process scheduling uses a dash scheduling. Round robin. Round robin assign the equal CPU time slices to process. It is a simple, fair, especially in time sharing systems. Uptime of Dash OS is measured in year. OpenVMS is known for the exceptional stability and reliability. It is used in environments requiring the continuous uptime for years. Dash is based on the transistors technology in the large ICs is a RAM. Random access memory uses the transistors and capacitors based circuits for the fast read-write access. It is a volatile and found in the IC chips. Prefetching is done by the Dash memory system cache. Cache memory anticipates the which data CPU will need and preloads it. This improves the speed and performance. Titanium processor line was family of Dash CPU. Right option is 64-bit high end. Intel Itanium processors were 64-bit and used in the high-end servers. They were designed for the enterprise-level performance. A processor can code that behaves like the multi-core in Dash. Hyper-threading. Hyper-threading allows the one physical core to act as a two logical cores. It increases the parallelism and performance. When the cluster node fails, Dash checks the working parts. Voting checks the working parts. Voting in the clusters determines the quorum, means majority, to decide which nodes are functional. It prevents the split brain issues. Memory is freed by the moving the less usage pages to the disk in the paging. Paging transfers the infrequently used memory pages to the disk virtual memory. This optimizes the valuable RAM usage. A dash is a group of servers connected and running the same operating system. Right option is failover cluster. A failover cluster provides a redundancy. If the one server fails, another takes over, ensuring the high availability. Dash controls the system at a startup until the operating system loads. Right option is basic input output system. BIOS initializes the hardware and loads the operating system. It is the first code executed on power up. Technique allowing the multiple steps per instruction is pipelining. Pipelining improves the CPU's throughput by the overlapping instruction execution stages like the fetch, decode, and execute. Memory is freed by the moving the less used pages in the paging. Paging improves the memory efficiency by offloading idle pages to disk. It reduces the RAM pressure without swapping the full process. Dash provides a hardware-independent interface to the system tasks. Right option is system calls. System calls let the application request operating system level services like the file, access, input-output, or memory management in hardware neutral way. Hosts in the other networks can only be reached using a router. Routers direct traffic between the different networks like LAN, local area network, or to the internet. Switches and hubs operates within the single network. Dash floors have the metal framework with a removable tiles. Right option is raised. Reason is raised floors allow the cable and air circulation underneath. They are used in the data centers for the flexibility and cooling. Expected uptime of the Tier 4 data center is at 99.995. Tier 4 is the highest level of the data center's reliability, offering the 99.995% uptime, about 26.3 minutes of the downtime per year. Main benefit of the OSI model is that it allows the implementation independently. OSI divides the communication task into layers, so the changes in the one layer don't affect the other. This is a modularity, increases the flexibility. Mainframe computers perform the computing job. Mainframes handle the massive computing tasks like the transaction process, especially in the banks and government sectors. Using the dash disk controllers improves the performance. Right option is caching. Caching disk controllers temporarily stores the data for a faster access. They reduce the latency and improve the throughput in the storage system. Dash is a centralized facility for the data storage and management is a data center. A data center houses servers, networking gear, and storage systems. It is a secure, controlled environment for the enterprise data. स्टूडेंट 30 एमसीक्यूज मैंने करवाए हैं और डिटेल के साथ फाइल कंप्लीट करवाई है। यहाँ पे फाइल मैं आपको शो करा देती हूँ। यहाँ देखिए ये वाला लास्ट में हमने पढ़ा था अभी डेटा सेंटर। तो अगर आपको ये वीडियो हेल्प करे तो आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें, क्योंकि व्यू के स्टूडेंट वीडियो कंप्लीट वॉच कर लेते हैं लेकिन ना तो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करते हैं और ना ही वीडियो को लाइक, पता नहीं ऐसा क्यों है। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग, ऑल द बेस्ट।